How to strengthen your emotional resilience. Part 1. Intro/hook. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to bounce back after life's toughest challenges, while others struggle for months or even years? Imagine losing a job, facing a major disappointment, experiencing a breakup, or dealing with constant stress. Some people fall apart. Others feel the pain too, but somehow find the strength to keep moving forward. What is their secret? Is it luck? Is it personality? Were they simply born stronger? The answer may surprise you. The secret is something called emotional resilience. And the good news is that emotional resilience is not something you're born with. It's a skill that can be learned, practiced, and strengthened over time. In today's video, we'll explore the science behind emotional resilience, discover why it matters for your mental and physical health, uncover the habits of emotionally resilient people, and learn practical strategies that can help you become stronger during life's challenges. Make sure to watch until the end, because one of the most powerful resilience-building techniques takes less than 5 minutes a day and is backed by psychology research. So let's begin. What is emotional resilience? Emotional resilience is your ability to adapt, recover, and continue moving forward when faced with stress, setbacks, uncertainty, or adversity. It doesn't mean you never feel sad. It doesn't mean you never cry. And it definitely doesn't mean you ignore your emotions. Instead, emotional resilience means experiencing difficult emotions while still finding healthy ways to cope and grow. Think of a tree during a storm. A rigid tree may snap when powerful winds arrive, but a flexible tree bends, adapts, and survives. Emotionally resilient people are like that flexible tree. They bend without breaking. Why is emotional resilience important? Many people believe resilience only matters during major life crises. But emotional resilience affects your daily life more than you may realize. It influences how you respond to criticism, how you handle stress at work, how you manage relationships, how quickly you recover from setbacks, how you make decisions under pressure, how confident you feel during uncertainty. Research shows that chronic stress can negatively affect the body by increasing stress hormones like cortisol. Over time, excessive stress may contribute to sleep problems, fatigue, reduced concentration, anxiety symptoms, and other health concerns. People with stronger emotional resilience often cope with stress more effectively, helping protect both mental and physical well-being. So emotional resilience isn't just about surviving difficult times. It's about improving your quality of life every day. Signs your emotional resilience may need strengthening. How do you know if your resilience needs work? Here are some common signs. 1. Small problems feel overwhelming. Do minor setbacks ruin your entire day? For example, receiving one negative comment may make you forget about 10 positive ones. 2. You constantly expect the worst. Do you often assume things will go wrong before they even happen? This habit can increase stress and anxiety. 3. Difficulty recovering from disappointments. Everyone experiences setbacks. But if a disappointment affects you for a very long time, resilience may need strengthening. 4. Emotional exhaustion. Feeling mentally drained, emotionally overwhelmed, or unable to cope with everyday stress can be another sign. 5. Avoiding challenges. Sometimes fear of failure causes people to avoid opportunities altogether. If any of these signs sound familiar, don't worry. Emotional resilience can improve at any age. What causes low emotional resilience? Let's explore some common factors. Chronic stress. Living under constant pressure can exhaust your emotional resources. Work demands, financial concerns, family responsibilities, and health challenges can all contribute. Lack of social support. Humans are social beings. Feeling isolated can make difficulties feel much larger than they actually are. Negative thinking patterns. Repeated negative thoughts can create a cycle that weakens confidence and resilience. Poor sleep. Sleep plays a critical role in emotional regulation. When sleep quality suffers, managing emotions becomes more difficult. Past difficult experiences, traumatic events, childhood adversity, or repeated setbacks may influence emotional resilience later in life. However, these experiences do not determine your future. Many people become incredibly resilient by learning healthy coping strategies. Myths about emotional resilience. Let's bust some common myths. Myth 1. Strong people never cry. This is false. Emotionally resilient people experience sadness, grief, and disappointment just like everyone else. The difference is that they process emotions instead of avoiding them. Myth 2. Resilience means being positive all the time. No one feels positive 24 hours a day. True resilience means acknowledging difficult emotions while maintaining hope. Myth 3. You're either born resilient or you're not. Science suggests resilience can be developed through habits, mindset changes, and healthy coping skills. This is excellent news because it means improvement is possible for everyone. The science of emotional resilience. What actually happens inside the brain? When we encounter stress, the brain activates systems designed to help us respond to challenges. One important structure is the amygdala, which helps process emotions and detect threats. Another important area is the prefrontal cortex, which helps with decision-making, self-control, and rational thinking. During intense stress, emotional reactions can become stronger. But healthy resilience-building practices can help improve emotional regulation and support better decision-making. In simple terms, resilience training helps your brain become better at handling challenges. And that's incredibly empowering, because it means your brain can adapt and grow. Strategy 1. Change your inner dialogue. Let's talk about something most people overlook. The conversation happening inside your own mind. Imagine making a mistake at work. One person says, "I'm terrible at everything." Another person says, "I made a mistake, but I can learn from it." Same situation. Completely different emotional outcome. Emotionally resilient people don't necessarily have fewer problems. They often have healthier interpretations of those problems. Try asking yourself, what evidence supports this thought? Am I assuming the worst? What would I tell a friend in this situation? These simple questions can transform how you respond to stress. Strategy 2. Build self-awareness. Have you ever reacted emotionally and later wondered, why did I respond that way? Self-awareness is one of the foundations of resilience. You cannot manage emotions you don't recognize. Start paying attention to what triggers stress. What situations make you anxious? When do you feel most calm? What thoughts appear during difficult moments? Keeping a journal can be extremely helpful. Even writing for 5 minutes a day may reveal patterns you never noticed before. And once you recognize those patterns, you can begin changing them. How to strengthen your emotional resilience. Part 2. In Part 1, we explored what emotional resilience is, why it matters, common signs of low resilience, and the science behind emotional strength. Now it's time to focus on practical strategies that can help you become more resilient in everyday life. Remember, resilience isn't about avoiding difficulties. It's about learning how to move through them without losing yourself in the process. Let's continue. Strategy 3. Take care of your physical health. Many people think emotional resilience is only about mindset, but your body and mind are deeply connected. Think about the last time you were exhausted after several nights of poor sleep. Were you more patient, more focused, more emotionally balanced? Probably not. When physical health suffers, emotional resilience often suffers too. Prioritize sleep. Sleep is one of the most powerful tools for emotional regulation. During sleep, the brain processes experiences, consolidates memories, and restores important functions. Aim for consistent, quality sleep whenever possible. Stay physically active. Regular physical activity supports both mental and physical health. Exercise can help reduce stress, improve mood, and boost overall well-being. You don't need intense workouts. Even a daily walk can make a difference. Eat for brain health. Your brain needs proper nutrition. A balanced diet that includes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, and protein supports overall wellness. Small healthy choices repeated consistently can have a significant impact over time. Strategy 4. Build strong connections. Have you noticed that challenges often feel smaller when shared with someone you trust? That's because social support plays a major role in resilience. Humans are not designed to face every struggle alone. Emotionally resilient people often maintain supportive relationships. This doesn't mean having dozens of friends. Sometimes one trusted person can make an enormous difference. Consider these questions. Who can you call during a difficult moment? Who listens without judgment? Who encourages you when you feel discouraged? If those relationships exist, nurture them. If they don't, consider taking small steps to build meaningful connections. Support is a strength, not a weakness. Strategy 5. Focus on what you can control. One of the fastest ways to increase stress is focusing on things outside your control. For example, other people's opinions, unexpected events, economic conditions, traffic, weather, past mistakes. Emotionally resilient people recognize a simple truth. Not everything can be controlled, but something can always be controlled. Your attitude, your effort, your response, your next decision. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself, what is one thing I can control right now? That simple question can immediately shift your mindset from helplessness to action. Real-life example. Imagine two people lose their jobs unexpectedly. The first person thinks, my life is over. They stop applying for opportunities, isolate themselves, and become trapped in negative thinking. The second person also feels disappointed and worried. But after allowing themselves time to process those emotions, they begin updating their resume, learning new skills, and networking. Both experienced the same setback. The difference wasn't the event. The difference was their response. That's resilience in action. Strategy 6. Develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and skills can improve through learning and effort. People with a fixed mindset often think, I failed, so I'm not good enough. People with a growth mindset think, I failed, so I learned something valuable. Which perspective do you think creates stronger resilience? Every setback contains information. Every challenge contains lessons. Every mistake creates an opportunity for growth. The next time something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, what can this experience teach me? That one question can completely change how you view adversity. Strategy 7. Practice mindfulness. Let's talk about one of the most researched tools for emotional well-being. Mindfulness. Mindfulness simply means paying attention to the present moment without judgment. Many people spend their time worrying about the future or replaying the past. Meanwhile, the present moment gets ignored. Here's a simple exercise. Take a slow breath in. Notice the sensation. Take a slow breath out. Notice the feeling. That's mindfulness. Even a few minutes per day can help increase awareness of thoughts and emotions. And when you're aware of your emotions, you're less likely to be controlled by them. The 5-minute resilience exercise. Earlier, I mentioned a powerful technique that takes less than 5 minutes. Here it is. At the end of each day, write down one challenge you faced. Maybe it was stress at work, a difficult conversation, or a frustrating situation. One thing you learned. What did the experience teach you? One thing you're grateful for, no matter how small. This exercise helps train your brain to recognize growth, learning, and positive experiences. Over time, it can strengthen emotional resilience and improve perspective. 5 minutes. That's all it takes. Risk factors that can weaken resilience. It's also important to recognize factors that may increase vulnerability to emotional struggles. These can include chronic stress, social isolation, poor sleep, lack of physical activity, negative thinking habits, ongoing health challenges, financial stress, major life transitions. Recognizing risk factors isn't about blaming yourself. It's about identifying areas where support and improvement may be helpful. Awareness creates opportunity for change. Prevention. Build resilience before you need it. Many people wait until a crisis occurs before focusing on emotional health. But resilience works like a muscle. The best time to strengthen it is before major challenges arise. Daily resilience habits include getting enough sleep, staying physically active, maintaining healthy relationships, practicing gratitude, managing stress, limiting excessive negativity, taking breaks when needed, asking for support. Small actions performed consistently create lasting results. When to seek professional help. Emotional resilience is valuable, but sometimes additional support is needed. If stress, anxiety, sadness, or emotional difficulties become overwhelming or interfere with daily functioning, seeking guidance from a qualified healthcare professional or mental health specialist can be helpful. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom and self-care. Strong people seek support when they need it. Final thoughts. Let's reflect on what we've learned today. Emotional resilience is not about avoiding pain. It's not about pretending everything is fine. And it's not about being positive every second of every day. True resilience means facing challenges honestly while continuing to move forward. It means learning from setbacks, growing through difficulties, and discovering strength you may not even realize you possess. Life will always contain uncertainty. There will be obstacles, disappointments, unexpected challenges. But every challenge also presents an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The goal isn't to have a perfect life. The goal is to develop the strength needed to navigate life's imperfections. And the good news? You can start today. One thought, one habit, one choice at a time. Call to action. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and share it with someone who may need encouragement today. I'd love to hear from you. What is one challenge that helped make you stronger? Leave your answer in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Fit Life Journey and turn on notifications so you never miss our upcoming videos on health, wellness, mental strength, and personal growth. Thank you for watching. Take care of your mind, take care of your body, and keep moving forward, one step at a time.